Alright guys, we're on the third and final part of this update. Recovered everything what I've done in life, trophies, Gamescom 2012, and the more info on site news and the trailers, screens, developer diaries, etc. Now we come to the other gaming news, which I am going to be reading out some news which interested me on various websites. I couldn't really write these down. I could have really wished I had a printer so then I can still be in my usual seating, but this is all I can barely do for now. So what have we got for the other gaming news? Well, start off we have Harmonix, which is working on a real-time combat game for next-gen consoles. Harmonix, the developer of music series Guitar Hero and Rock Band, is branching out and making an action game for the next generation of consoles. A job listing from the studio over the Gamasutra calls for a combat designer to create real-time single-player combat experiences for a brand new IP on next generation hardware. This is an exciting opportunity to contribute creatively to the studio and work on a project that is unlike anything Harmonix has ever done before, says the ad. In a statement following the revelation of the news, Harmonix John Drake said, in addition to finishing development on Rock Band Blitz and Dance Central 3, Harmonix is actively developing multiple new IPs on next generation hardware. We're looking for the best and most experienced developers out there to join us, he added. Harmonix is making new kick-ass IPs, some portion of which may have some combat, he added. So it appears that Harmonix might be working on some kind of action games when they've done Rock Band Blitz and Dance Central 3, so that's going to be pretty cool for next-gen consoles. Up next is Ghost Recon Future Soldier, and this is occurring to the Raven Strike DLC, which apparently it promises a throwback to traditional Ghost Recon gameplay, in which Ubisoft has announced Raven Strike, the second DLC pack for Ghost Recon Future Soldier, promising a throwback to traditional Ghost Recon gameplay. Raven Strike offers larger maps, complex missions, and an increased level of difficulty, across 3 new campaign missions and a new guerrilla mode map. The 3 campaign missions are Secure Dawn, Cold Walker, and Argent Thunder. Secure Dawn is a foggy marsh in Kazakhstan, where the ghosts will not be allowed to access to advanced technology, including optical camouflage, drone or sensor grenades. Cold Walker is set around a train depot in the Russian countryside, and Argent Thunder takes place in a Moscow at night. The new map for Guerrilla Mode, meanwhile, is playable up to 4 players and sets you against 50 waves of enemies on a foggy Russian countryside. It's called Sawmill. Raven Strike hits PSN on 12th September for $11.99. This is in pounds. Of course, it's already out. 3 co-op modes DLC available for Spec Ops The Line, which is out now. A new mode has been added to Spec Ops The Line by some free DLC available right now on the PSN. Co-op Challenge mode features 4 missions set across the game's maps, in which you and a friend must complete certain objectives like disabling communication towers and making it to an escape helicopter amidst blinding sandstorms and deadly waves of enemies. Sounds good, and you certainly can't sniff at free DLC. Get back in there, soldier. Now we've got news with the Max Payne 3 Disorganized Crime DLC. The DLC Disorganized Crime for Max Payne 3, Rockstar has announced. The free DLC includes a multiplayer map called Hoboken Rooftops, new modifiers for score attack in arcade mode, including explosive rounds, Lone Wolf AI, and headshots only mode. In addition to this, DLC also includes Noir mode, which allows you to play through the game's single player campaign in Tastic Black and White. That DLC was available on August 28th, which is already out. Here's something for the Borderlands fans. Borderlands 2 Top Trumps cards, exclusive to independent UK stores. In a classy move by publishers 2K, a set of limited edition Borderlands 2 Top Trumps cards will be offered as pre-order incentives at selected independent UK retailers. As an alternative to the numerous pre-order incentives offered via the big retail chains, indies will be exclusively dishing out the cards, which feature 30 of Borderlands 2 craziest weapons, the Guns pack. It's genuinely limited to only 5,000 packs of cards will be distributed across the country and will be available on a first come first served basis to who pre-orders Borderlands 2, said Ben, which was said by Ben Lawrence, on the first come first served basis to those who pre-order. Yes, I just read the same line. Yeah, Ben Lawrence, UK PR manager at 2K Games. Once they're gone, so I encourage people to check with their local indie store to see if they're stocking the cards. We want to turn everyone in Vault Hunters, and of course it just says the release date, which is already out. Oh, and there's a funky D-Make browser game available to play on the which is for free. So that's interesting. Persona 4 Arena, delayed in Europe until further notice. So it was delayed in Europe. The Arc System Works Fighter had been due to hit on August 31st, but now has been slipped to, actually we don't know when. Oddly, neither does the game's European publisher, Zen United. We do understand your frustration and a need for a concrete release date, said Zen. However, until we can ascertain exactly what that release period will be, we're hesitant to do so. We would rather have all the facts about the release to hand and all issues to be resolved. Before making such an announcement, any dates you see online are purely speculation. The first announcement of a release date will happen on the Persona Europe Facebook page and the Persona 4 Facebook page. We will then notify our contacts in the main fighting game communities around Europe. If you have not seen a confirmed release date on this page, then it's best taken as a rumour. So there you have it, we'll keep you posted. So we won't know the official release to Persona 4 in Europe. 2 new fighters was revealed for Dead or Alive 5. Team Ninja has unveiled more fighters to Dead or Alive 5, adding Fortune, Juarez, Helena Douglas and La Mariposa, known as Lisa Hamilton, to the lineup. As its DOA styles, both characters sport gravity-defying bodies and a nice line of fetish wear. Indeed, despite various sections of the video game community increasingly getting upset about the objectification of women, Team Ninja are utterly unrepentant. For us within our culture, we're showing women like that and we're trying to make them look attractive. We can't help in other cultures, in other countries around the globe, think that it's a bad representation. Dead or Alive 5 director Yosuke Hayashi told MCV, within our nationality and within our national borders, we obviously have morals that we create our female characters from, but with our Japanese sensibilities. We've made those characters the way they are and we're not going to stop doing it. You can see both of these characters the way they are in the video below. There was a video below. There's also a selection of new screens beneath that with more in the gallery, and if you want to see Team Ninja do their best or worst work, the Killer Sexy Bunny Girls are probably the best place to start. So, pretty interesting news. New fighters added to Dead or Alive 5. Now we got news for the add-on for Battlefield 3, which is the Armored Kill add-on. It was dated and the service has been quadrupled. Armored Kill expansion has a release date or a couple of release dates, rather as dictated by Battlefield 3's premium service. The PS3 premium subs can download the add-on from September 4th, with non-premium subs able to jump on board from September 18th, which is already passed. Armored Kill brings 5 new vehicles to the game, including tanks, ATVs and mobile artillery. There's also a new mode called Tanks Superiority, if I pronounce that right, Death Valley, the biggest map in the franchise history, and numerous vehicle unlocks. Meanwhile, DICE has quadrupled the number of official servers of the game in an effort to make it easier for players to log into matches hosted outside of the rented servers. We have heard that your wish for more official DICE servers, said DICE on the official blog. As of now, we effectively quadrupled them on both Xbox and PS3. No doubt you will still be able to get quick match into any ranked server. For the best results, if you want an official DICE server, please refer to the manual server browser and enter DICE as a search item. If you go to the server information screen, all official DICE servers will have the owner set to DICE. Remember that you can favourite servers that you like so you can easily find them again on your next session. So info going on for the servers and the release, what it includes for the DLC or add-on. Now we've got short news for Prepare to Die edition for Dark Souls. It's coming in October. Coming to consoles, of course. Namco Bandai has revealed that Dark Souls Prepare to Die edition will be coming to consoles in October. The special edition of the game includes the Artorias of the Abyss expansion, adding over 10 hours of gameplay with new bosses, areas, enemies, equipment and NPCs. This new chapter takes place in the middle of Dark Souls' story and ties into the larger narrative, building on the lore of Lordran. For those that already own the game, Artorias of the Abyss will be made available as DLC though. PlayStation has got this for $15 later this year, and this is coming out on October 26, but the North American release date is yet to be revealed. Now we've got some news about an announcement to some other game. The developers of Dead Island have announced a game called Project Hell, and they're working bringing it to PC and consoles. The title is currently being developed by a small team at the Polish studio. According to the official blog, Project Hell is a first-person hack-and-slash title that began life as Dead Island mod by programmer Marcin MZM Zygadlo. Apparently, the studio was so impressed with the mods that they decided to turn it into Project Hell. Our main goal is to make a game we can all enjoy playing, so don't expect unicorns and fairies. We prefer breaking through hordes of undead missions only to slaughter the devilish and loathsome masters in a bloody boss fight, said designer and project manager Marcin Krukkiewicz. Sorry if I unpronounced the name. As yet, the game is only in development for PC, but Techland are hoping to bring the game to consoles too. We're currently working on the PC version, but Xbox and PS3 versions also possible. It all depends on how the game is received, revealed the developer. So, new game coming our way. Project Hell. This is something about the next gen consoles. Apparently, it has been quoted quantum leap forward, and that is said by Remedy. Remedy Entertainment has been talking up the power of next gen hardware, claiming that it's a quantum leap beyond what our current tech is capable of. According to Remedy's head of franchise development, the next gen is seriously impressive, and you should know because Remedy is working on the game for next gen platforms as we speak. Right now we're looking as always for a relatively small team on the next generation project, said Hakkinen. You always ask yourself, can the new consoles really be that much better than the old ones? Be assured, they are. It is a quantum leap forward. So, news on next gen consoles. Here's something you might be interested. The Lost Games of Sony Cambridge has been revealed, which is including Heavenly Sword 2. Jason Wilson's portfolio makes for interesting reading in a section of the site called Lost Games. The Sony Cambridge art director has documented some of the concepts his studios unsuccessfully pitched to Sony, along with some revealing artwork. In total, 4 separate Lost Games are detailed. The first is something called Simeon, which could prove to be something of an inspiration to iPet, not just a party game. The title was seen you interact with family of monkeys using the PSI, but the project was deemed to be ambitious for the tech. So, next up is Black Ops 2. The care package and hardened editions have been revealed, and there's updated news. Activision and GameStop have revealed the contents of Black Ops 2 care package, complete with exclusive goodies contained with a replica care package. Special edition includes a remote controlled UAV flyer, which is exclusive in-game upgrades, exclusive zombie maps, and the updated Nuketown map for Black Ops, which is called Nuketown 2025. All the contents are detailed in the image below. Yes, there was an image. In addition to this, a hardened edition of the game was also announced, the details of which can also be found below. There was no Prestige edition for the last entry of the series. Modern Warfare 3, but previous Prestige editions have included items such as a remote controlled car and night vision goggles. Treyarch has also confirmed that zombies will be playable on Nuketown 2025. For all users, a message on the game's Facebook accompanied by an image saying "Welcome to Nuketown zombies" reads "There goes the neighbourhood." So Black Ops again is out on 13th of November. Short news for this one. What is Star Wars First Assault? A domain name has been registered for a game called Star Wars First Assault by the parent company of LucasArts. The filing relates to interactive entertainment software, as well as a bunch of merchandise and guff, including pencil sharpeners and parlour games. A number of Star Wars First Assault domain names have also been registered in support of the filings. As that we don't know anything about the project, of course it could be something as interesting as this, but it could also be terrible as this, or something as ludicrous. Ludicrous. I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't know. But yeah, time will tell. Oh yeah, there's more info for that Black Ops 2 special editions. That included an unboxing video, and they've got a price, a trailer, and a new unboxing video. The best thing in the unboxing video, where you can get the RC drone in action, is part of the care package, and it's probably amazingly brilliant. Also, the way the game design director David Vonderhaar catches it's pretty cool. The hardened edition is $80 or £70, and the care package is $180 or £160. So yeah. Now we've got news for PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale. The public beta has been dated. Also, Raiden and Evil Cole has been added to the roster. So Evil Cole McGrath from Infamous and Raiden from Metal Gear. You guys were thinking it's Mortal Kombat, but it's not. Raiden from Metal Gear have joined the roster. Evil Cole sports an aggressive, offensive, heavy play style, while Raiden is a close range fighter with special chain attack system and various combos and juggles. Meanwhile, those wishing to get in on the action early can participate in a limited public beta held across both Vita and PS3 between Tuesday the 11th of September, oh it's already gone, and Tuesday the 18th, it's already gone. Those wishing to join can register, yes, it's already gone. So, kind of late news. But hold it there. Ratchet & Clank Q-Force beta registration open for the PlayStation Plus subs. The Q-Force beta is now available to some PS Plus members. Sony has announced the beta will be made available for a limited time and will include a tutorial mode across the game, competitive multiplayer, plus leaderboards. due out late this year, which was known as Full Frontal Assault in the US. This sports cross-play, meaning you can access saves across both the PS3 and Vita, and cross-buy, which gives you a free Vita version when you buy a PS3 copy. So that's cool. Aliens Colonial Marines news. Escape mode has been added for Aliens Colonial Marines, and this is updating news, and they also included a video as well. Sega and Gearbox Software have announced a new competitive multiplayer mode for Aliens Colonial Marines called Escape. Escape is a team-based mode that pits 4 US Colonial Marines against 4 Xenomorphs. The goal is for the Colonial Marines to charge through a fast-paced map. In order to escape the attacking Xenomorphs, it all plays out against the clock, and so says Gearbox requires you to utilise each faction's unique skills. Sounds like a little bit like Dead Space 2 multiplayer to us. Let's hope the balancing and execution is a little better. Escape joins the competitive deathmatch modes we played at E3 2012. You can read what we thought about it. More multiplayer modes are promised to be revealed at a later date. It's coming out on February 12th, 2013. So that's some news with that, kind of online feature. Escape mode for Aliens Colonial Marines. More news. Marvel vs. Capcom Origins, which is, I think it's originally called Marvel vs. Capcom 1. That's coming to PSN. The retooled compilation of Marvel Superheroes and Marvel vs. Capcom Clash of Superheroes will hit PSN. It's already out, to be honest. The fighters are arcade perfect, but also include a number of newfangled options and upgrades, including GGPO enhanced online play, lobbies, spectator modes, HD graphical updates, challenges, and replay saving. So, plus Eco HD. Now, if you haven't got the Shadow of Colossus and Eco HD collection, apparently Eco HD is coming to the PS Vita, but it's remote play. But apparently Sony are almost ready to give you what you want. Worldwide Studios boss Shuhei Yoshida tweeted a shot of the game running on the company's handheld earlier, then added, I was playtesting Eco HD remote play on PS Vita. We are almost ready with a patch. Beautiful and OLED, more info soon. Remote play allows you to stream PS3 titles on your Vita. God of Wars 1 and 2 plus Shadow of Colossus are expected to follow Eco's lead. So again, we've got some news about Sniper Elite V2. Apparently the multiplayer setting, its sites on consoles. 505 Games and Rebellion is bringing full multiplayer support on Sniper Elite V2 off the back of strong success in the charts since the game's launch. A host of modes will be making their debut in Sniper Elite V2 later this year and will be absolutely free. Rebellion is very excited to release the multiplayer support for console, says Jason Kingsley, CEO of Rebellion. We have always believed in supporting and building our games communities as best we can. This is the part to say thank you to dedicated gamers for buying our games, and also to keep an eye on for the next big Sniper Elite announcement. There's 3 new screenshots showing multiplayer below, showing deathmatch, team deathmatch, distance kin, and team distance kin modes that will be coming as part of the free DLC later this year. So some news with the multiplayer for Sniper Elite V2. Now I did tell you about this game. I did mention it was trailers about this in part 2 and everything. Insomniac's Overstrike reworked to become Fuse. Announced as last year's E3, Overstrike was Insomniac's first multi-platform title following years of PlayStation exclusively with the Spyro and Ratchet & Clank series, and most recently with the Resistance games. During its PAX Prime keynote, however, Insomniac's Ted Price announced a new IP which is called Fuse, a reworked version of Overstrike, and it is in essence the new name for the reworked 4-player co-op title overstrike them, and to coincide with the announcement of the game at PAX Prime, Insomniac tweeted the first screenshot, which is available for you to ogle below. The spiffy new Fuse game website has also canned down leading up to September 12th, so no doubt there are more deals forthcoming. Fuse is yet to be given a release date, but you can presumably expect it next year, presumably. So that's news about Fuse. Just want to see how much film I've got left. Brothers in Arms 4, that's not going to be called that anymore. So Brothers in Arms Furious 4 had evolved quite a lot. Now it's a completely different game. According to the co-founder and CEO Randy Pitchford, who revealed the news during PAX Prime, the game had evolved too far with the Brothers in Arms blueprint. So now it's an entirely new IP, Pitchford said. They, Gearbox, kind of started to go in a place that started a little way from what the core of the Brothers in Arms brand is all about. It needed to be unshackled. Unfortunately, however, that's all we have for now. Pitchford said the game will be re-announced during Gearbox Community Day on the 15th of September in Dallas, and that's already been passed, so late news, yes. Gearbox, female character unveiled for Aliens Colonial Marines. You'll be able to play Colonial Marines as a female character across both the co-op campaign and the multiplayer. The decision as a turnaround as playable female characters were not originally included in the game, despite the central role female characters have played in the movies. A little internet outrage and a few thousand signatures, including some from the cast of Aliens, quickly helped Gearbox change its mind. We realised some people were starting to feel bad, says Gearbox CEO Randy Pitchford. During the panel at PAX Prime, we exist to entertain people. He then went on to reveal the character herself, Jennifer Running. I want everybody to be clear that there are playable females in both multiplayer and the campaign, and of course it comes out February 12, 2013. Now we've got some news for Final Fantasy. Now people are thinking, wait, is this news about Final Fantasy 13, Final Fantasy 14? Because they're still going on about Final Fantasy 13. Lightning returns. Final Fantasy 13 continues Lightning Saga. So if you thought Final Fantasy 13 ended with its sequel Final Fantasy 13 2, it turns out you were wrong. Lightning Returns Final Fantasy 13 is the next entry to the series, and it's an entirely new game. Rather than a continuation of Final Fantasy 13 2, as the title suggests, it will see Lightning making a comeback for a final chapter in the saga, beginning with 13 days left on the Doomsday Clock, leading up to the end of the world. The pink-haired protagonist finds herself using transforming weapons in battle, and she'll apparently be much stronger than she is in the previous two games. It is set on a chain with 4 islands called Navas Partus, and you'll be able to use monorail to get around. Exploration will take centre stage this time around too, with a day-night cycle affecting the kind of NPCs you interact with, as well as transforming weapons. Lightning will have a massive wardrobe packed full of costumes. Check out the announcement trailer below, and a nice piece of artwork courtesy of AGB, and that is due to come out sometime in 2013, but we haven't got an official release date. Now we've got something about Resident Evil 6. Now if you didn't know, apparently there's an investigation which was launched. Stolen copies of Resident Evil 6 has been sneaking into some game stores. Some stores have been selling stolen copies of Resident Evil 6 way ahead of its release date. Although limited to a small number of discs available at a small number of outlets, the leak of the German version of the game was serious enough for Capcom to set up an investigation. Capcom is currently undertaking a thorough investigation into reports that Resident Evil 6 is being sold ahead of its official release date, October 2nd, said the publisher in a statement. At this time, all we can add is that it appeared this unfortunate incident it is limited to a small quantity of stolen copies in the German USK PS3 version of the game. There's a copy of one of the stolen discs on eBay, and you can buy it if you want early. Probably rubbish, stolen, very expensive German copies of the upcoming games, but we wouldn't recommend it. So if you do see stolen copies on eBay or anything, don't buy it, because it's just ridiculous. Then we've got some news about Metal Gear Solid's Ground Zeroes. Apparently it will have loading screens, so you know it might be taking the series into open world territory for the first time, but unfortunately we're also bringing loading screens with it. That's according to Metal Gear creator Hideo Kojima, which means that rather than sneaking or romping around the game's open environment freely, you can occasionally have a pause while the new area is loaded up. Not the end of the world, of course, but a minor irritation nevertheless. Beyond that, we are also having a few other snippets of fresh information that are apparently to feature a day and night cycle, something that Kojima hoped will boost replayability. Apparently differences will be apparent in the world depending on the time of day, stuff like troop patterns. So yeah. Now we've got news for Medal of Honor Warfighter. This is Zero Dark 30 map pack DLC, which is revealed. EA announced the Zero Dark 30 DLC. This will tie with the movie of the same name, based on the hunt of Osama bin Laden. Directed by the Hurt Locker's Catherine Bigelow. It's hoped that sales of the map pack will help generate $1 million for charities that benefit armed forces veterans in the US through EA's Project Honor campaign. Medal of Honor Warfighter Zero Dark 30 map pack includes 2 multiplayer maps inspired by the real world locations. The first is Dara Gun Market, which is a flourishing illegal arms market in the lawless region of Pakistan, lorded by the tribal leader. The second map is a remote, rugged area of Chitril, situated in the far north of Pakistan, bounded by Afghanistan in the west and China to the north. This DLC with Seal 6 and will be available during the week of December 17th for £8 or for $10. With the weapon loadouts, release date October 23rd, North America, October 26th in Europe. There's DLC maps in the screens and straight below that news. The DLC will be free with the Medal of Honor Warfighter Limited Edition, so if you did buy a Limited Edition, the DLC is absolutely free. Hooray! So now we come with Ubisoft news. Apparently they're teasing a new Call of Juarez game. The Facebook page of the Call of Juarez series now features a cover photo showing a mean and moody looking cowboy, and a date which is September 6th, which is already gone. The image was seen to suggest that Ubisoft is planning to reveal another Call of Juarez game and a return to the roots of the series. The last one, which was called The Cartel, shifted the action of the first 2 games from the Wild West to modern times, and it was utterly pants. He is hoping that the new game can do better, of course. This is all speculation, so maybe Ubisoft will take the series even further into the future and that dude in the picture is a robot, or maybe not. Well, we'll find out. But apparently we got more news with that. That was announced with a live action trailer and it was updated with some screens. Apparently it's called Call of Juarez Gunslinger, and that was revealed at Ubisoft's Digital Day in Paris and in development at Techland. Gunslinger is a PSN title rather than a full retail release. Wild West origins that feature famous names like Billy the Kid, Butch Cassidy, Pat Garrett and Jesse James. The series' trademark mechanic has also been embellished upon too. So now when you enter the slow-mo mode you'll have to dodge bullets as well as shoot them. That's all we know for now, but expect a full report soon. That's all I can say about that. Now, as always, we've got news about Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, the Chaos Pack DLC, and that also had a trailer. Of course, it's already out September 13th for non-elite subs, and the new mode of bunch of new maps in the game. The Chaos Pack offers extensive solo and co-op gameplay for the Spec Ops enthusiast, featuring 4 brand new Spec Ops missions: Vertigo, Arctic Recon, Light 'em Up and Special Delivery, and face-up maps: Vortex, U-Turn and Intersection. Plus there's Chaos Mode, which delivers a frantic form of combat that demands players to outlast waves of enemies while chaining kills on maps littered in power-ups to achieve the highest possible score. On fan favourite multiplayer maps: Resistance, Village, Underground and Dome. Odds that you already know about that. It just tells you to watch the trailer, to be honest. So that's pretty much to say about that. We've got other news for Ubisoft. They have announced a game called Thunder Wolves for PSN, and that's updating news with some screens. They revealed another PSN title which is called Thunder Wolves. This was revealed at Ubisoft's Digital Days event in Paris. It's a tongue-in-cheek arcade shooter featuring 2-player co-op in which you pilot and attack chopper. There's a job opening for a crack helicopter pilot with the notorious Thunder Wolves, says the blurb. Our group of experienced combat professionals has dodged more bullets and blown up more bridges than the US 7th Army, and we are currently looking to replace the reliable member who was killed in action. Just says have a look at the trailer below, as usual. Now we're almost done with the news. To see how much time I've got. Sony has confirmed Killzone Trilogy. Now we all know Killzone 1 will be remade in HD, so apparently they might have the trilogy, and that release is dated for October. Sony has slapped a stamp of officialness of the Killzone Trilogy, confirming an October release date in the process. HD remaster of the original Killzone 1, of course, a widescreen resolution and trophy support. Includes Killzone 2 and 3, plus the map pack DLC release from all 3 of the games. That comes out October 23rd in the US and the 24th in Europe. $40, €50 and £40.84 in the UK. Next up is Tekken Tag Tournament 2, and we all know this. There were 6 unannounced characters which was discovered, and these characters were Dr. B, Miharu, Sebastian, Slim Bob, Violet and Unknown from Tekken Tag 1. So basically you all know about that, whoever has a copy of Tekken Tag Tournament 2. The Worms Collection HD, heading to PS3. Of course it was dated for August, but actually be heading to PS3. So you all know about that. So the 3 games also joined by Worms 2 and Worms Ultimate Mayhem DLC. They're 6 packs. So this will come out on September 28th. Sorry. September 28th is the release date for Worms HD Collection. Now we've got news for Borderlands 2. Necromancer final design revealed and dated. Thanks to Gearbox Software revealing both alongside the date and price of the additional character class. Her name is Gage. She'll have robot skills by the bucket load, sat on top of a guardian robot death trap. Gage looks very bit of the badass punky girl, with a robotic arm enabling her to control her faithful companion. As touched upon our latest Borderlands 2 preview, Death Trap is quite formidable. Able to kill numerous enemies with abilities like his explosive death clap. Gage will raise the number of character classes from 4 to 5 when she's available on October 16th for £8, $10. Also free to anyone who pre-orders the game, and acquires the Borderlands 2 Premier Club membership. There is an image and a company in the blurb. So anyway, Dead or Alive 5, we've got Pei and Gen-Fu. Virtual Fighter Akira won't be on his own in Dead or Alive 5. As fellow VF mainstay, Pei Chun has been confirmed. Alongside the resident Kung Fu master Gen-Fu, they were revealed by Famitsu.com, a master of the Xingyi Lui Quan fighting style. Gen-Fu is presumably back fighting for his sick granddaughter, Mei Lin, while Pei Chun is another virtual fighter guest star of Dead or Alive 5. So, kind of refreshed himself into a new fighting game. Well, sort of refreshed them into a series. Now we've got news which we can only think about. What the hell is Project Omega? Something pretty curious. Sega has opened a new teaser site for something known as Project Omega. There's images of what appears to be a demonic lady sporting various red tattoos. The teaser site's homepage is the countdown to working towards September 20th, which is past. Presumably when Sega will have its big reveal for the mysterious project. Going to start speculating now and say that it could be Bayonetta 2. Well, the lady in the teaser images doesn't particularly resemble Bayonetta, but we seriously want this to be a long-awaited sequel. If Project Omega isn't a return for the Umbra Witch, this could be one to watch. Expect to find out more. What do you think Project Omega could be, etc. And finally, Bayonetta 2 was announced. Get ready for it. Confirmed as a Wii U exclusive. No, why has it got to be Wii U? Following that speculations earlier that Sega's mysterious Project Omega could be Bayonetta 2, our hopes have been well and truly dashed as the Bayonetta sequel has been announced in development by Platinum Games and will be published by Nintendo, making it a Wii U exclusive title. So if you're not planning to invest in 90's next generation console, you want to play Bayonetta 2, you're out of luck. Obviously we're bloody livid as we absolutely adored the first Bayonetta. Feel free to vent your spleen in the comments. Yes, so that's all the news which I've got to talk about in this. I know it's been pretty long in this part because it usually is, but yeah, thanks for watching this update. Hope you enjoyed what I've been up to recently and loads of gaming news to talk about. I hope you enjoyed this update. So see you next time, and whenever I make a new update, probably in mid-October, depending on what I'm doing. And yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Thanks.